Hey, I'm back with another video. Jason Steele's Productions. I'm still here, still on the grind. Third video. It's gonna be a good one. This one's gonna be good. I can tell you right now, it's gonna be a good one. You may be asking yourself, why the heck are you gonna spend an entire video talking about sound design? Where you may think that's not very important to a film, but sound is everything. I'm not even kidding. Like, it can differentiate a bad film from a really good film. And I'll talk a little bit, get in depth, do some video examples to prove my point. Now, it's one of the reasons why a video, or it's one of the reasons why a movie does so good. So, we'll jump in. Let's listen to what I have to say. Say hi to future Jason to me. So, why is sound so important in a film? Well, let me tell you. Us humans, we enjoy order. We enjoy organization. So when objects are placed and or used in an almost rhythmic fashion, we get a pleasure response. Not the pleasure that you're thinking of. It's a different kind of pleasure. Get your head out of the gutter. In reference, let's talk about this little scene from Roma that I'll have playing. Boom. So this scene from Roma is the very first scene that is presented to us. It's the very first scene in the movie, and this scene goes on for some time. It's the credit scene, so it's where all the actors are introduced, the actresses and actors. So that's one of the reasons why it's there. But another reason is it's there to set the tone. It goes on for like 4 minutes, I believe, and all it is water. But why did I sit through the whole thing and not get bored? Well, because it's just like the sound of the water going down. This just really made me happy, and it set the tone. We knew it was going to be a serious, or like a little bit more serious film, and we knew that there has to do something with water. Ooh, scary foreshadowing. When I first watched this, I was put in like an almost hypnotic state, meaning I was sitting there and I was intrigued. I wanted more. And most of this has to do with the sound of the water, because this is a nice sound. Okay, well, if you're not convinced, which doesn't make any sense because I feel like that makes the most sense of all, here's another example. The movie The Hateful Eight. This movie is mwah, mwah. I love it. I love it with all my heart. In my opinion, a big reason why the movie did so well is the sound, and the sound design and sound production. Notice a pattern? Here's a little snapshot from the movie.
He's wanted dead or alive for murder. $10,000. That money's mine, boys. Don't want to share it. I ain't gonna lose it. When that sun comes out, I'm taking this woman into Red Rock to hang.
Notice how you can hear like a blizzard overlaying the scene. If it conveys an idea of entrapment. These characters are trapped in their room and they can't get out. And this blizzard goes on throughout the entire movie. You can suddenly hear the ooh of the blizzard throughout the whole movie, and that's a really good idea. It's a really good sound design, because it keeps us entertained. If it were just a silent movie, and there was no blizzard in the background and all it was the characters, well, another reason why you're not bored in the movies is because the actors are amazing, but it has to do with the sound. You just gotta trust me on that. You just gotta trust me. Hey, you're learning. Very cool. I also want to put an emphasis on how freaking hard sound design is, especially for animation. You have no idea. in animations, all sounds are artificial, meaning that they have to animate. And when you animate, there's no sound that comes with animation. So you have to meticulously put in each sound so it fits the animation that they drew. That's freaking scary, dude. I don't know if I could do that. I have a hard time editing videos. I don't know. That'd take hours. So for an example, let's talk about this movie Coco. I don't know, it's just the first animation movie that came to my mind.
It's you. Get in here, come on.
Now that you saw that little scene from Coco, did you notice all the little things that the editor had to put in so it actually sounded like real life instead of just a drawing or a 3D rendering, I guess? Because when people, like, let's just say in animation sense, there's people walking in a room, right? The sound designer has to figure out the volume of the room in which they're in so they can know what specific echo the footstep has when they're in the room. So, like, for example, if they're in a church, they need to account for the echoiness of a church, so their footsteps need to be a little bit more echoey. Then if they're on, like, the beach, it's not going to be echoey footsteps. They're probably going to be a little crunch of, like, the sand, which they need to add to it. Now did you realize how important and how much work is put into sound design? And how it can really make a movie pop? Well, thanks for listening. There's going to be a quiz next week on sound design. Definitely. So study up, you better. Next week's going to be fun. I'm really excited for next week. Next week is called Jason's Picks. Now, what's Jason's Picks, you may ask? Well, I'm going to talk about all the movies I watched in the month of January of 2019. It was quite a bit. And I'm just going to list them off in the video. And then I'm going to talk about my top 3. And my least favorite. So, next week, you're in for a treat. So thanks for watching. Make sure to catch next week's video. And make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Support my Patreon. Do whatever. I don't really care. You know, you do you. I only suggested. Peace out, loser. Got 'em.